You can hear me though. When two people that keep it real come on one platform, it may get explosive. But we're gonna keep it though. We're gonna keep it low tonight. Me and my boy VJ, we are gonna keep it low. But we're gonna come back another day and we're gonna keep it real in the gospel. Because again, we too keeping the wrong people. So listen, do me a favor. We getting ready to start the show. But I need you guys to listen, I need you guys to heart and share. Follow the platform because your following, your liking, your share helps me to grow. And if I grow, you grow with me. But listen, I want you to check this out really, really quick before we start. One of my favorite videos. Now that is the white moment in Symphony right here from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, who you guys know I love. You know, we fight. Me and Dwight do fight sometimes. We fight, we get on along, and then we get back along again. But that's what siblings do, because that's my brother. Still love him. Even though sometimes I want to bop him, I still love him. So again, that is his ministry. Tonight we have one of the best that could ever do it on the live with me tonight. Again, I'm going to say this, one of the best that ever can do it. Choir, when I tell you choir, this young man, let me see if I can find this video. This young man had two sopranos. He said to the people, he said, I left my choir. Now, that's not why we're here. We're here to talk about his new project, but we'll get to that. He said, I left my choir. All of my choir couldn't make it. All the musicians couldn't make it, but we're going to do what we can with what we got. He had count 1, 2 sopranos. Now, I'm going to see if I can find this video because I didn't key it up.
All right. Now, everybody, clap your hands up. Clap. Everybody, clap. Everybody, clap. I know this is a little kid. I do service a little kid. What do you want the Lord to say? What do you want the Lord to say? When they tell you?
Did y'all hear me say? Y'all hear that man say he brought two sopranos? So let me just give a shout out to VJ. He has a new project, and they the white they did their good Holly. They did their good two sopranos. That man said, "I want to say this is not my full choir. This is not my band. I had to substitute some things." And he said, "I we gonna make this work tonight." Then he said, I came all the way from Chicago. Y'all gonna let me sing this song. I said, come on, sing your song. And when he sung that, that's one of my favorite songs. I've told everybody that know me, I play in my funeral every week. I don't know why. God gonna carry me to see 100. But every week I play in my funeral, I say, listen, the song that they're gonna sing, when I'm coming in, I'm going out, the solo, every song gonna be what do you want the Lord to say? They laugh at me about that, but that's one of my favorite songs. So when he sung it, everybody lost it. Everybody literally lost it in the building because they did not come to play. And I just want to say this. I've heard his choir personally, not over Facebook, not over media. I've heard his choir personally on several different occasions. And they do that good hollering. Now, when you say squall, them sure squall. Now, if y'all don't know what squall it is, you can let matter of fact, let me bring VJ so he can tell you what squalling is, because a lot of y'all don't know what that is, because he does the squall fest. So without further ado, let me bring to you my friend VJ McCoy. VJ,
Hey,
this is Cody.
hey, hey, thank you for having me on the program. I said program, not, that's old school program. And thank y'all for tuning in to Evangelist. I don't even know if you're evangelist. I just gave you a title.
Thank you.
Ev-
One day I'll get there.
Evangelist, y'all. Squall, a squall, it's two different terms for squall. The scientific term for squall is a rushing wind. That's the scientific term for squall. But the Bible does talk about a wind and how God can move in a wind and in the air. So a squall, to we have to not lose our culture. Can't nobody sing gospel like we can. That's why every other music we create gets mimicked, whether it's jazz, rock and roll, rap. But one thing that nobody can do like us is gospel, and can't nobody squall like us. We had lost our way and we started singing other folk stuff, other folk music, which is fine because, God made us all to enjoy each other, but we can never lose our squall. Of course, y'all know Twinkie Clark, one of the greatest. To me, she's the inventor of the modern squall. Then you got somebody said you got saved. Did you see that? See, that's so shady, y'all. She
That's,
saved once.
wait a minute. Did you not hear me say in the beginning of this program? I said the white woman is my brother. We fight. Sometimes I
Oh,
don't him, but that's the white moment. I had a whole 5 minute speech on the white moment. So I have to, I have to love my brother. And that's what brothers and sisters do. We fight, we get along, we don't get along. So the white, we love him. Can't nobody bother him like I do. I'm his own.
block him. Block him.
I can't block the white. No matter how mad he made me, I still have to keep the white around. That's still gonna be my brother.
So the squad, and you don't really have to holler to affect the room and shift the atmosphere. You can sing real beautiful, but you got to have the right spirit behind your squall, whatever it is, whether you're hollering, yodeling, vibrato, straight tone, beautiful, pretty. Just make sure you have the right tone.
Did I
Y'all,
lose?
my church administrator is messaging me. She asked me to open up the church, and I'm not a deacon, but I does it when they need me to. But I thought I can't do it now. I'm on the program. So part of so this Florida trip we just did. Look, it was really five sopranos there, but I ain't had no altos. So I had three sopranos sing, but one of them was new, so she ain't know everything. So two of them altos you heard was sopranos.
See,
So
I can't even sing tenor, and you mean they can sing both?
we can. Well, most of my choir can sing all three. I train them to sing all three parts. The guys that don't have the range for soprano, they'll sing alto, tenor, or bass because we do a lot of 5, 6 part harmonies too. So, but you gotta be able to sing at least two, but most of them sing three parts because you
Okay.
never know who's gonna do right. You never know who I'm gonna put out this week because they ain't paid their dues or something. So you might have to move over.
So you the choir master.
I don't know. I'm not really a choir director. I started my choir. This is my 25th year. This is my second choir. The first choir I started, I was a songwriter. And I was submitting my songs, and somebody in the industry, I won't say no name, said, "Well, who are you? Don't nobody know you." So basically, it doesn't matter how good your songs are. So I started my choir, but I'll start my own choir, teach the people to sing and record my own stuff. So y'all can go that first record. That's a Gideon's Army is the first choir, my first choir. So y'all probably remember. Y'all might have seen them videos where we was in rehearsal practicing and singing. Never shall, or y'all seen us sing "Never Shall Forget" and modulated 80 times. And um, go look at for that record, Gideon's Army. You'll see me in a green army fatigue suit. And so I started that choir. Then I stayed with gospel. I should have left then and started rapping. But I wanted to stay with God, like Ricky Dillon say, stay with God. So then I broke that choir up because we was when we started that choir, we was out teenagers in the early 20s. Everybody don't got married, had kids and stuff, so it was rough keeping it together. So I started another choir, worship experience. 10 years ago, 11. Hmm.
So my question is, and I'm going to show the picture, which is going to cover the screen. This choir, is this the same choir that you're traveling with now, or is this a separate choir?
Well, you see, it says "we the people," so "we" still stands for worship experience.
Okay.
So it's a play on the word worship experience, the people.
Okay.
And the people basically is opened up because if you listen to that song, it's a crossover song. So when we're singing "We the People," that opens us up for different more singers from around the country. Even though we have members from around the country now, at different ethnicities, and it's more of a socially conscious name, and also more of a inspirational. But I
Now,
still sneak the word in there.
okay, so it's not a new choir. It's just we the people worship experience. Let me just say this to you. I listened to the song, right? So I listened to it again before I came on, and I heard country, I heard
Hmm.
rap, I heard choir, I heard contemporary, I heard everything. Like you put it into a bowl, shook it out, threw it out, and said, "Hey, listen to this." The song is totally different than anything that I've heard in a long time. I've heard, and I know I'm like the way you sung it, and anybody who listens to music, in the middle of the song, he starts rapping. And that's what threw me when I heard it a couple of weeks ago because um, Ben want to send a shout out to Big Ben. Big Ben sent it to me, and what I do is on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I listen to new music so that I can put it out on Monday. And when I was listening to it, and I say this is different than what I've ever heard from you. It's not like the choir music you put out that you normally do. So, what was the shift? What made you make the change to say, you know what, I'm gonna take all this together and ball it up and just make it a hit.
Well, me and the choir, we have been doing some engagements. We have sung some Renaissance music from the 1600s, which I've taught them. We've been learning some pentatonics. I don't know if y'all ever heard of the group Pentatonics. We have been learning. I've been teaching them a take six song with all six harmonies. Debut that later. So I've been expanding them, and then in a lot of our engagements, the ones that where the people pay right is ain't us. It's not the church. I'm trying to be nice. It's not the church, but it ain't us. If you get what I'm saying, it's some other folk. So you have to be versatile. You sing for other folk. You still give them gospel and give them the word, but you want to versatile it up. So when I wrote "Change the World," I wrote "Change the World" 20 years ago in high school. Um, but what putting it together, it was my inspiration. Number one was Michael Jackson's "They Don't Care About Us" and Earth Song. Those were two songs that I really loved. And then Prince wrote a song called Gold, and it was talking about everything that's gold doesn't glitter. I don't know if you remember that. And then Tina Turner, who was like, she was like my favorite. She would always start these songs real low. She'd be like, "I'm gonna start it nice and easy," remember? And then she would just get the hollers. If you listen to the song, I sing it real low, real country, and then I jump up two octaves, not one octave, two. And when you put that together, and if you listen to the choir really is hollering though, because they singing mighty high on the song.
Now I'm gonna say this, VJ. I'm scared of music on this platform because a lot of times they strike me. So I have a couple of days before I do my next show. So if they do, they only do it for 3 days. I'm going to risk it all tonight, and I'm going to play your single if you don't mind.
Oh
So
yeah,
that
go on.
all
Y'all
right.
buy it
So
or stream it, y'all.
y'all buy the stream it, but I want to show you guys just for a minute if you guys can listen to the single. We the people change the world. And again, this is like I don't really do this because my nerves be bad with these social sites. They like to
Oh
strike you
yeah,
down.
I
Yeah.
don't have it
So
marked. It'll play. I don't have it marked for it to do that.
yeah, okay. Thank you, Jesus. I got you. So right here, you heard it. Well, you heard it all over, but you heard it first on my platform, DJ McCoy, and Change the World.
I clap on the day when the man is just a man, not identified by his skin. I hope for a day when a man is judged on his actions, not his next of kin. I clap on the day when people realize being rich doesn't make you great. I hope for a day when everybody loves everybody, it's better love than to hate. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, no matter how we try to change the world, they will never go our way. No matter what actions we take or how we act, we cannot change it by ourselves. That's just a on the day when the man is just a man, not identified by his skin. I hope for a day when a man is judged on his actions, not his next of kin. I clap for the day when people realize being rich doesn't make you great. I hope for a day when everybody loves everybody, it's better to hate. No matter what we do, no matter what we say, we cannot change it by ourselves, no way. No matter what actions we take, or how we act, we cannot change it by ourselves, and that's if you are real and you get upset when everybody doesn't have a decent meal, if you have real feelings and you say what's on your mind, when it's the world you are dealing with. Everybody want a body, busybody, be somebody. They got nerve, not a god. They drink a toddy hot. So watch the potty mouths, Mr. Souls, losing goals. Smoke away the pain, no bills paid, sit and rot. For a crime, doing time, lots of blind, not facing fears, real tears, racial jeers is hot. Want respect, need more money to make a man not. Love you, leave me, let me be, or let me live. No matter what we do, we really are alone. Not, we all we got. We all we got. That's all we got. We can't do it alone. Lord help us.
Now that's totally different than what you normally do. Am I right or wrong? Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
You got the choir still hollering. They still hitting high notes and vibrato and all that. But it's very different, and it actually paid off because my views for YouTube and my followers on Spotify under that artist name are more than my followers and views for under the gospel name. So when I went under the inspirational name, on the song only been out a week or something. So I said, well, at this rate, if this stay out and I release more of this type of music, I'll reach more people. The church is very, very, I don't know, clicky. Gospel is very clicky. Um, and no matter how talented you are or anointed you are, if they like you, they like you, and it really don't have nothing to do with your anointing. It's about who you like and who you're friends with. So I said, well, I'll reach people. I'll reach God's people another way. The song itself, if you listen to the words, I said, I clap on the day when a man is just a man, not identified by his skin. I clap on the day when a man is judged on his actions and not his next of kin. So you listen to the words, I'm talking about racism. And then I talk about ending hate. I talk about, and then I say, we cannot change it by ourselves. One, you can't change nothing by yourself. You need people, no man's. When the choir come back, we say, you can't change it by ourselves. Meaning, even if we all work together, we still need God. That's the message of the song. We have to work together, and then once we work together, we still got to go to God. At the end of the song, my last words are, "Lord, help us." After I rap, if you hear the rap, now I'm talking to us, and I'm telling us. I said we worried about bodies, meaning we worried about who we killing or who we sleeping with. We being busybodies. We gossiping about each other. We drinking our problems away instead of praying them away. We're trying to celebrate rich people, and not everybody is rich is great, which is one of the lies. I want everybody to know that being rich is not all that great, and it does not make you great. You can still be great, be rich. But yeah, everybody, we know 45, you know who 45 is. That's the name of that president. I don't say is rich and is terribly not great, terrible human being. So the song is still gospel, but it's written in a way you got to really feel that spirit, and you got to be in that word to know. So we all know that through no goodness of our own, but the goodness of the Lord, that we are where we are, and that our righteousness is that filthy rags. That's why I say no matter what we do, no matter what we say, we can't change it by ourselves. We still need the Lord.
Listen, I again, I have your music, and when I've listened to the song over and over again, I play it on the station. I play it here when I'm working because I work in the studio to do a couple of things, websites and designs and everything. And every time I hear it, I just see two different sides. And now that you've broken it down, the song means so much more than just a song. It's a message. And I think that a lot of people need to get that. And you said something, and we were talking backstage about the clicks, because my question was, why is it that small platforms like myself have to beg to get people to come over here? It shouldn't be that I'm not booked out. It's like I'm like, hey, can you come over? Because this is where it starts. This is
We
how. Go ahead.
people people have a respect of persons, and that's just what it is. And they will not think much of you and shake you off. But let's say tomorrow Tyler Perry call you and he done watched your stuff, right? Yeah, and he just said, I want to bless you and put you on. The same people that shaded you and they thought nothing of you will be called sister. Because you're not valuable to somebody until somebody that they values you, especially if you're around them, especially local people. But see, if you get to get in there, you start getting thousands and hundreds, even millions of followers around the country. The same people that were in your town, they're gonna have two ways they're gonna treat you. They're gonna, oh, you acting brand new because you don't want to be bothered, and you're gonna turn around. Well, I tried to be bothered with you for 20 years, and you wouldn't fool with me, but now you're brand new. That's what they're gonna say. So for you all that's watching, yes, I said that because that's how y'all do. So I just prophesied on the show that she'll be on a much larger platform. I just prophesied, and she probably won't fool with y'all.
I said, that's why I told y'all in the beginning, baby, listen, this is keeping it real and keeping it real. And when we come together, y'all have no clue. Last year in Orlando, we was in Orlando last year, the same time. We were literally in Orlando. Hey, Danielle. Hey,
We were
Zakina. We
doing
were in a
and that's where I met Danielle and who was that? John Nam, was that John Bouchette? Them they
yeah,
had really
John
squad.
Machete.
Yeah,
Now
they
listen,
squad. And we honor Vanessa Bill and Kurt Cott and the people. Vanessa is my y'all know that's my friend. Y'all, she got a song with me too called He Moves Mountain. She has squad. She 900 years old and she sat down and sang the song. So y'all go and listen to that too. He Moves Mountains, okay? I wrote that too. And look, and I honored Kurt Cott. He said nobody had honored him, and he was and so the Squad Fest. That was one that I started, and people when I first started, they laughed that they made fun of the name. And then they said all the people who was on it some of everybody been on school. Just type it in, and all of a sudden, brother. Now you can't brother me because you were laughing. You just thought I didn't know, but the same people you was kicking and laughing with will come back telling me. They be
that,
thinking that they safe, but they not. Them group messages and stuff, folks be screenshotting and sending it back to you, don't they? That's why she gagging y'all, cause she know it's the truth.
listen. Let me tell you something. I started an award show 13 years ago, and when I started my award show, um, literally, I'm being honest. It rained the first year. Rain. When I tell you rain, my family had on raincoats, and I think that my first year, my first 5 years, I had to pay people to come. Now, anybody knows you don't pay for award shows. Award
Mhm.
shows, you do not pay for nobody to come. That is kind of sort of a showcase. That's why you see people that lose, they come back on the line and say, you pay all this money to go to award shows just to get nothing. That's why they're angry because they lost. But if they win, they do whatever. But after that fifth year, when everybody saw that it was something that was bigger, I started. I had to literally now move out of the area I'm in and go to my church. So it's like it's growing every year to the point where my church is like, we don't know, Kenya. You may have to go to the amphitheater. That is a bigger amphitheater downtown, and I'm trying to do the best I can not to do that. But people are not going to um, value you when you're just starting up. I don't understand that. Like I want to get on a moving train. I want to jump on right now so that guess what? Just like Quiet Fest, I wanted to be at Quiet Fest. That was the first year. So 10 years from now, when we at a arena, I would say first year, second year, third year, fourth year. I don't understand why people don't want to do that.
Because people
I don't.
don't want to put in the time or they don't want to support but then you have those half in, half out people too. You gotta watch them people too. That's one foot in. I get on my people all the time. The Bible says if you look warm, he'll spit you out. If you hot, he'll love you, even though you know you ain't. Or if you cold, but if you look warm, he spit you out. Those half in, half out people will stick close enough to say, "Oh yeah, I was really supporting you," but they really wasn't supporting you for real, real. You know, they if you look, they ain't paid. They ain't sent you no money on the advertising. Now she got a whole show, y'all. You supposed to send a donation. I try to send donations to all the little stations and platforms. It might be a little surprise. It might be $10, 50. It depends on what the pocket looking like, because there's a lot of them. But if all the independent artists were to do that, your stuff would get played more than they do because you'll be on somebody's mind. And two, you have blessed these independent stations to become bigger. Now they can afford to pay media base. Now your stuff can get reported. But media base ain't free.
Media base is 4,000 a year. That's why I sit over here with the little dogs, because 4,000 a year when you can't even get. Listen, I tell people all the time at the end of my show, I say, listen, buy me a coffee. It's $2.34. I don't expect it, but if they do it, I do it. I just, I support them. But people don't understand that in order to play your music, we still gotta pay. I still have to
Mhm.
pay for the station to play your music, because that's how you get your royalties. Every
Yeah.
time your song is played on my station, BMI, they send me a chart sheet and say, hey, you played this song 37 times this week. You played this song 20 times this week. We need that 37 cents, or if you paid it, whatever the amount, you still have to play out. And that's why I always say we have to go to these classes and learn the education to understand how it works. It just, a lot of people I see put their music out, BJ. They put it out and they think the birds are going to fly, not knowing that what you do, you have radio servicing. Big Ben is your service. Big Ben does your marketing for your album and your
Mhm.
CD. I do the same thing. So and that's the thing. Me and VJ, we bounce off each other. Me and Ben, we bounce off each other. We make sure that on both of our platforms, hey, bring your people over here and I'll bring my people over there. So people, artists have to understand that, oh, I'm putting this single out and I'm putting it out tomorrow. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. There's so much work that goes behind it. So much money has to be put in your marketing. So many things. Like your cover. Man, let me tell you, when I saw your cover, when he sent it to me, I was like, whoa, that is something that's so engaging. And not only is it engaging, it's something that is so different. And we wouldn't think that from a choir. And again, when the beat drops on that single, you would not think it's from a choir. So everything about what you have and what you have going on with this new single, I'm gonna show it. That this is VJ. Listen, that's and again, you did a crossover. It's okay to cross over. It's okay to cross over, y'all. It's okay to cross over. This man got a mixture of 16 different things going on in this song.
Yeah.
Rap,
Yeah.
country. You hear the rap, the country.
Rock
You
and
hear
roll.
you hear everything. It's okay to cross over because what's going to happen is just to let you know, I service the country music. Believe it or not, most of my clients is
Mm.
not African American or the gospel here. When I do my servicing, now, me, I had to learn to mind my business. This is what I'm doing over the next 100 days, VJ. Because me, I'm a type of person, I want to help each and every person. Till I always want to say, do this, do this, do this. And then you know what? These people think I'm crazy. And they don't have listen to me. They're like, this girl just be talking. And I learned that, you know what? You got to shut up and mind your business because they don't really think you know what you're saying because you're just saying it. So when I started working with the country, them people over there, and I learned that it's 3,000 stations that's country. That song can cross over not only to when we do the mail out list, because just to let y'all know the way it works with radio, you can send it yourself, but you need a servicer. You need a radio servicer. I don't care what y'all how y'all
You
want to
need,
take.
you need two or three.
You need a radio server because there are three different platforms on radio. You have your low, your high, and your mid. Just to let you know, you have that. You have your connection with your internet. You have your connection with your low. You have your connection with your high. Then you got Sirius XM. And just to let y'all know, there is no phone number to Sirius XM. I have people call me. Do you have Sirius XM phone number? That's not how that works. Just to let y'all know, y'all can't call Sirius XM. Can't call Kirk Franklin. So when I started dealing with the country side and I started servicing their music, and I had to train my ear to listen to gospel that wasn't choir, or gospel that wasn't hip hop, or gospel that wasn't contemporary or solo. I had to train myself to listen to country because that's who I deal with. You got a country artist calling me, our country artist doing a Zoom, and they're like, they're still talking about Jesus. They still have the same message. Same message. Only thing different is when you tell them $700 before you can get out the phone, them $700 is here. And they communicate and they understand the importance of you need someone to market you, you need someone to brand you, you need someone to make sure that you're out there. Now I don't promote them on my Facebook page on this side. There's a whole nother outlet that I promote them on, but they want to make sure that if they don't see their stuff in a day, they'll call you. Hey Kenya, is everything okay? I didn't see you show up for work, today. So we have to get into the knack of showing up. And that's one thing I love that you did. You got Big Ben to get behind the album. You got Big Ben to promote. He's in everybody's inbox. He's making sure you got it. And that's what it takes. The birds are not going to fly your music to these radio stations. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. Y'all need to stop sleeping on internet. And I'm going to tell you why. Internet is the only people that's going to tweet your music and they're going to cater to your music because the big dogs, they're only going to play your song less than 25 times. Or less than that because of the charting system. Understand there's only 10 slots in music. And I ain't come here to teach. There's only 10 slots in music and all of them are taken up. So you really only got 2 slots left for independent. So the only time they're gonna pick that independent up if they see you trending on socials and you hot like that and they pick you up. Or if you buying them a lot of coffee. I'm not gonna say the other word, but if you buying them a lot of coffee and getting some, website stuff. But we as the people have to learn the music, has to learn the music industry. And I love the fact that the industry ins and outs while putting out your music. You're the bomb.
Oh,
And
thank you. You too. I look. I know a little bit. I've been in it. No, we have a top 30 song that happened to hit Kirk Franklin. It's called "Who's in Control." Y'all look that up too. I wrote that. That was my tribute to Timothy Wright. I wrote it. If you hear it, it sounds a little bit like "Who's on the Lower Side," and it was a tribute to Timothy Wright. And we got a couple other songs that hit the top 50. Those radio services ain't no joke, y'all. It's not cheap. I think I might have paid $2,500 a month for one, 1,500 a month for one on 6 month. And then if it's around Christmas, you might as well get prepared to buy 30, 40 different gift cards for station master. Thank you for playing my stuff. You know,
lunches. You listen, they
yeah.
don't even get, and then the thing sad part about it is I told somebody, they say I'm putting my song out in October. I said, you might as well don't do it. Why not? I said, because after September, they're really not accepting any music. They're
Uh-uh.
playing Christmas songs. They're not taking any music after September the 30th is cut off. Now I'm the only one that plays everything all year round and I'm changing that because I was told I have a jukebox station. So I need to go with what
Mm.
not industry, not industry, but I'm still going to do things my way. But I'm gonna bend a little bit towards the industry so that I can get on the chart and I can help the independent artists. So I want to make sure that the charting that I'm on is helping, everybody. But it's after September the 30th, it's now just a give grab. It's now you got to pay attention to the radio announcers' birthdays, and it's like you said, it's Christmas time. You got to send them a Walmart gift card and say Merry Christmas, and we appreciate you for everything that you're doing. Because not that we're doing it for anything, but it shows us that you care what we're doing. Because we don't have to do it. Just understand. Do you know that Uncle G, um, a lot of radio services, I get at least 100 songs in a 3 day period. So what makes you sit out more than anything else is your radio servicer inboxing or calling saying, hey, I sent you an email with VJ. Hey, can you take a listen? So then we email back and say, okay, we're gonna add it to the rotation. I was just sitting here and I'm talking about I have not checked my email since Monday because I've been busy. I have over 100 songs that's in the inbox. So what makes your song anything different than anyone else that we need to listen to? It's a radio service that's calling and saying, hey, can you check this out? And relationship. And that's one
And
thing that I know you have.
yeah, I know a few people. We did a lot for this little choir to only be 10 years old. We won a Stella in 2019. We won that independent when the Stellas was doing that Indie Award, and we won some Eddie Awards through Impact. We were nominated for 14 Rhythm and Gospel Awards. So we did something to be a new choir. But I said I got to stretch out because I gotta make some money outside of gospel so I could bring it into gospel. If I can make a big imprint in country rock and rap, and if I can get millions of fans in there, I could point them all towards stations like yours. I could point them
Right.
towards my fellow gospel artists who've been laboring and feel like they've been laboring in vain. I could pull them on the show. So one of us got to make it outside of being stuck in the box so we can pull everybody with us.
And VJ, that's why that day, and I know that's how we kind of met the day I had a tirade when someone was talking about Florida artists, and I
Yes.
know you. So that's how we kind of sort of met because I just didn't like the fact that someone on the outside. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I know they say I can't carry Florida on my back, but when it comes to Florida gospel music, and I hear about it, oh yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't care if it's somebody who don't like me, who don't love me, who don't deal with me. I'm going to make sure I cover the Florida artists, and that's what's fun. That's how it has to be. We have to cover each other. Now, am I gonna correct you in private? But I'm gonna stand for you in public. Now, in private, I don't care how you feel about it. I'm like, you was wrong, right? You put us in a bad situation. You shouldn't have did that. But in public, that's how we have to be. And I think that's not how the industry is now. I think more or less now we're doing more fighting in public. In
Oh, the industry, no matter whether it's gospel, church, it makes it worse when it's us, but it's all across. People really are not covering. If they're covering, they're really covering for the wrong stuff. People covering people in wrong. They're covering bad behavior, wrong behavior, stuff instead of cover. You really just supposed to cover people, not say nothing. You're not supposed to spread it, and you cover them really by correcting people. You're not covering nobody if you ain't corrected. If you ain't went to them and said, "Now you know you was a fool when you did that," you know. But nowadays, you correct somebody, they gonna bring up something you did. Well, you remember when you was, yeah, that was when, that was then, but we talking about what you did right now, you know. So it's like nobody wants to grow anymore. Nobody wants to evolve, which is another reason why the song changed the world, because we don't got stuck. People that 45 had brought racism to an all time high. This world what ain't been this racist in years, years. He just brought racism to an all time high. We got to change that. We be just, you look on the news, somebody dying all the time, mysterious deaths in foreign countries.
and like you said, and like you said, I don't care how much money you got. Sometimes we make foolish decisions. You can be
Hmm.
rich and make some foolish decisions with all
Well,
that
look at that
money.
submarine. They paid all
That's
that
it.
money and they're gone. One of them
Just to
was a
go
billionaire.
down. Just to go down to see something that a lady said to me, and I work with a couple people that don't believe in God, and they okay. They say, "Can you, that's your thing, But they'll accept when I pray in the morning. They don't get mad. They accept when I bless food at company functions. They don't get mad. But she said to me the other day, she said, "Do you know why the Titanic did not make it?" And I'm like, "Why?" Now hear me, the church girl. She said because when they were walking through the boat, if you remember, and I had to go back and watch. She said the captain said, "Not
Mm,
even God can sink this ship.
did, yeah. And he sunk it with an
Not
iceberg.
even God." He said, "Not
Yeah.
even God could sink this ship." He hit an iceberg, and then it killed all them people in his sunk. And you want to go down there and find out what's down there?
Well, you got to have some spirituality. If God sank the ship, which clearly he did because it was a natural disaster, God, he cursed that thing and everything that connected to it. And so, and you see what happened. They exploded, going down there, imploded upon itself. And but like I said, they was rich. They had, one guy was, I think one or two of them were billionaires, as a matter of fact, because who has $250,000 just laying around to go see something?
Who got a
Now
house?
one,
Who has a house laying around? Who just got a house laying around? I mean, no, but
yeah,
then you pay 500 because you pay for you and your son.
yeah. Now
You
your
paid
son is
half.
gone.
Now
Your
you and your
son
son
gone.
gone
He was only 19.
because you guys went. And let me tell you, I seen it. Not we were getting off subject, but real quick, a couple years before this, they got stuck. The first time they went down, they got stuck and had to wedge their way out. They got stuck in the propeller, and they barely made it out then. And you want to go back and my God, see that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's real crazy. But we you
Yeah,
know we,
like I say, I clap for the day when everybody realizes being rich does not make you great. I see too many people defending folk just because they rich. And then I have to remind them, y'all, Donald Trump is rich. Hitler was rich. The guy over there starting wars and invading other countries, he's rich. That don't mean most of them senators on that red side, they rich. And they don't like you. They don't like me. They don't like nothing darker than a sheet of paper.
and you got that right. But listen, I want to send a shout out to Big Ben. Big Ben, we love you. Big Ben, brother Reggie. Who tagged Brother Reggie? Somebody at the tag Brother Reggie. Brother Reggie, how you doing?
He
And I
probably
want to.
just tuned in probably. You know,
That's my
he
friend.
buddy.
Let me tell you, I love Reggie. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this on this live and on the replay. The reason why I have a radio station is because of Brother Reggie, and I'm always say this. I'm gonna fight with Reggie. I'm gonna fight with everybody else because I fight with people, but I still love them. And Reggie, I used to get fired from stations because of my mouth, because I don't know when to not keep it real. I keep it real sometimes, but I've learned over the years that King, you can't say everything that come in your head. I did have to tone it down. But back in the day, I was 100. I didn't care how it came out and what I said, as long as I wasn't cussing. So, and sometimes I may say, the small cuss words, not the big ones, you know. So I would get fired from radio stations, and then the last station I worked for, they actually pre-recorded my shows because they didn't trust me. My shows were pre-recorded.
Mm.
So by my show being pre-recorded, they would pre-record on a Tuesday and then they would air it on a Saturday. So I was like, man, I got to go down and record, and then I have to wait to Saturday, and it just didn't seem right that I was like, they'll say go, go, it just I didn't, but I loved it. And then it was Pepe Hendricks, and he passed away unexpectedly. Like it was like we recorded Tuesday, we went to church Sunday night to his wife's birthday party. I got a call Monday morning at 4 o'clock in the morning. We had just left from a birthday. Hey, Pepe didn't make it. So at that point, I'm like, what do I do now? I'm already, everybody's scared of me because I was risky when it came to radio. Because I just said whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, Kenya, what are you going to do? Because this was like my first love. We didn't have this platform back in 2017 and 18. We didn't have StreamYard. And Brother Reggie called me. He said, listen, you can have your own station. And I said, well, how do I do that? He said, well, all you need is this, and that. So I started doing my research, calling him, asking him. He actually named KRTG Radio. That he did. He said, name it KRTG Radio. And I was like, what you mean? He said, it's keep it real in the gospel. So I've always gave him that shout out. I've always gave him that big ups that he did that, and he walked me through the process. And guess what? On the 15th of July, I'll be celebrating 5 years of having my own station. And this year, after 5 years, I'll be charting on the small charts, not the big ones, not BMI, the smaller charts that are being created. So I thank God for that. Reggie,
And God good. Reggie is the apostle of radio. He
he
helps
is.
plants radio stations all over.
Yeah,
Oh,
he does. He has information. And we listen, I may fight with you next week, but I'm still love you. Can't nobody else fight with you like I do. Hey, you saw
exactly. I try I try to tell people that I said y'all have to start learning the difference between when your family and you see me and my brother and sister, we can get together, let my mama have it. We can. And they have to learn she will know the difference if it's just her children getting her as opposed to us going outside to her enemy or something. I tell people all the time, you have to understand if two or three folk is getting you together in your church or at your job or something near your friends, that's different. They're not talking about you like as if it was an enemy. Now, if they was go run their mouth, see me and Reggie, we can get together and say, oh, Ken got on my nerve. But can't nobody else do that.
listen,
And that's what people have to understand.
that man right there make me cry every time he come on my live. My God, let me tell y'all something. I did a video I got to post in a little while. When I see let me tell you something. Henry Harris, when I see this man come on anything, a post, because anyway, this is not this is just about you tonight. Henry Harris, I love you, but I got a video I got to post about you. He said, "Can y'all fuss with VJ too?" Listen, I fuss with Reggie. Me and Reggie fuss. So y'all don't think that me and Reggie, I love Reggie. So listen, I know a lot of people think that me and Reggie fuss fight. He hang up on me. Reggie cussed me out one day, and he talked to me for about 3 months, and then we back friends again. That's how we do it. That's how you
Well,
do it.
Reggie don't love if you ain't cussed you out or went off on you.
And
He
I
don't
don't
care
love
nothing
you if
about
I ain't
you.
cuss you out. I ain't listen,
Yeah,
and they'll tell you, I will cuss you out and still love you. I cuss you out, and then I'll wait a couple of weeks and be like, hey, how you doing? Like, did you realize you just cussed me out? No, because I gave it to God. And then they be like, oh, that's what we gonna do? So that's how we do in this industry. You have to have some tough skin to be around us. You can't be around us and soft people.
Yeah, but you know this world's so full of these soft people. Feelings is so they can't even take no criticism. They can't take. I did a show with Michael Collier, and my mama and sister had got on my nerve real bad that day, real bad, and it made me sick. And I had just got COVID, so I was supposed to sing, and I didn't sound good. Michael called me and told me, he said, "You didn't sound good." I ain't get mad. I got tough skin. I said, well, you know what? Even if you made a joke or a laugh, that's still gonna send people my way because anybody in the industry know all publicity is good publicity.
Listen, I fight with Danielle on a daily basis. Anybody know she just was on here? I fight with
Hmm.
Danielle Davis on a daily basis. Let me tag her in here because I know she's at choir rehearsal for service on Sunday. Shout out to Pine Grove Praise Team because they be blessing me at church on Sunday when I go, Lord Jesus. Um, no. I go. I don't think I don't go. What happens is I do shows and I'm not always there. But Danielle Davis, I fight with Danielle Davis, and everybody be like, "Why do you bother her?" It's not that I'm bothering Danielle. People don't realize that when I bother you, it brings exposure to you because now people are connected to me and now researching you. I fight with Danielle.
Hmm.
These little things of why y'all didn't tell me what y'all was wearing. I love y'all costumes. Y'all did y'all good squalling. I do that. Because I know that Danielle have tough skin and Danielle will get back with me. Danielle will give me the whole clip. Danielle will do it. So I know that Danielle I can fight with and she gonna fight back. And I be like, oh, so y'all gonna tell me what little costumes y'all was gonna put on? She don't get mad and be like, oh, Danielle come back just with the comeback. That's how you that is industry standards that in this industry you have to have a tough skin. I've had Henry Harris tell people in classes, I don't know what that is. What is that? And people have gotten like, wow, did he just say that to me? You know, so and I've had Reggie say this song too long. Who do you think you is, Kurt Franklin? So it
Well, he telling the truth because if you don't have a name, don't think that the station finna play your 5 minute long song. You better put out a 2.5 minute, 3 minute long song. Tell
and
the
be
truth.
clock and be on our clock because we got a
Yeah.
clock. When you go to my station right now, there's a clock. They got to pay them people over there that's paying to help me keep that up because that costs money. I think people think that
Yeah.
just be playing. They don't just be playing, y'all. We got to pay for servicing. We got to pay for everything that's over there for websites. All that costs. That set us back a paycheck over there. So when people are playing your music, like he said, it's okay to call them and say, "Hey, you know what? I ain't got much, but $5 towards whatever you got going." I'm not asking for it because God blesses me. You know, I have a couple of sponsors and everything, but always remember to look out for the radio.
It
And
it. Well, ain't your birthday coming up?
in September, I'll be 50.
So on September, make sure you let me know. I got a couple gigs in September. I'll be out of town, but if it's the same weekend, we're gonna come on, and all of us that watch, we're gonna get her $50 on her
Woo!
birthday for her 50th. If she could get 100 of y'all to get $50, that's $5,000. We can get 1,050. So it's a 50th birthday, so we'll do a $50 offer. That's how you do it. That's what we do in my choir. When it's whatever age they are, is what we send them.
Yeah, we do that. Ooh, that'll be so nice of y'all. Come on, and then you know what I did by mistake? I love my husband. I got married on my birthday.
So it's your anniversary. So he giving you one present.
He don't give me a present. He give me a present
Reggie
like
gonna say
right
my
here.
birthday July 3rd. Reg, first of all, that's too close to the first. That's a mortgage.
You,
We can't give you 55 on the mortgage day. We can give you 25. That's
Reggie, we're gonna put you on afterpay. We're gonna make four
yeah.
payments of $55. That's too. Listen, Reggie, I hope you have the song, the new single, Reggie. All jokes aside, Change the World. It's playing on KRTG Radio. I played it here tonight. Um, Listen, if you do not have the single, I need you to do me a favor. Go to all digital outlets and stream it. Also, I need you to do me a favor because this really matters. When you are doing your stories, use the song. That counts. When you are just add it to your playlist. I have a phone right now in the room that's just playing music. Just add it to your playlist. You
And
know,
she
just let
doing
it play.
it.
and I'm just playing the song. It plays in the room and it plays all day long. It doesn't change because I play for Spotify. I'm at home on Wi-Fi, and it just plays and it helps the artist out with your numbers. Again, I ask people every Friday, listen, y'all just go in and do the artist a favor because you're helping them. You're helping them be able to make new music. When you do a story, stop using Kurt in your laundry and all. You don't know them people. You never met them day in your life. But y'all around here praising them. Praise the people who you've met, you've taken selfies with, they came to your church. You ain't had enough money for them to come to your church, but they came anyway. So what you can do is help them on the back end of streaming, downloads, and things like that. If you got a choir, have your whole choir download the single.
You talking good. You talking good. You need to get B Chase on here because y'all talking the same stuff. Me and B Chase be talking, and he was telling us the same thing. Y'all, let's support each other, get the choirs. Uh, so yeah, y'all, we're gonna support each other. Y'all listen to uh this station. Listen to all independent artist stations, internet stations. Stop treating them like they not important. They are important because they generate the buzz. These independent artists that got big, like Chance Rapper and stuff, they didn't start on the major stations. They started on the independent stations, on the internet stations. And if you can help one or two, let's just say I make it, that their industry will start looking, oh, this the boy we overlooked, the choir director, and he didn't cross over. Let us go find somebody because the industry is very copycat. So then, okay, but we can't get him because he done made it, but we'll go make our own. So now it could be you that they pick. So you got to push these people. Plus, I'm sick of the same 5 or 10 people on the radio for the last 30 years. Honestly, we aren't making much. Gospel industry is gonna fizzle out if we don't start making some heroes that's been out a while. Because if we celebrating the same folk that's been out 25, 30 years, they're gonna get old, and who gonna be left?
Nobody. So listen, I didn't hear DJ hostage. I told him 30 minutes. And again, I'm at 58 minutes. I want to apologize. But listen, you guys do me a favor. Follow D Lake. Go to his like page, like his likes. That's how you listen. Facebook now covers like pages. They do not lean to more towards your personal pages. They lean towards your like pages unless you convert your page to a digital creator. So go and like his page. I need you guys to download. Go tonight and download Change the World, BJ McCoy, and We the People, because I was like, is this a new choir? He explained to you why it's We the People. It's still worship experience. Download, stream, and again, thank you so much for coming on with me tonight. You are welcome here anytime you want. Just inbox me, have Big Ben inbox me so you guys can come on. And again, the platform is always open to you. And you know I love you, BJ.
Look, I love you too.
So VJ, he clicked off by mistake. I don't know what he did. He hit something, so he on his phone. So listen, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Listen, I need you guys to download, save the. Okay, he back. I need you guys to download Change the World. Change the world, guys. Today, do me a favor on the live and on the repeat. Go to iTunes, wherever you're, Spotify, everywhere. Add it to your playlist. This is so important that we start supporting our own because we have to make the buzz. Again, I love you. I ain't gonna hold you hostage no more.
All
And
right, evangelist. Thank you, and and good seeing you, Reggie, in the chats. And thank you being at all of y'all. Y'all just find me VJ McCoy or VJWE on Facebook, being put on there. If you go to VJWE, you'll see me in front of Alicia Keys and me in the choir. We did one of the tours for Alicia Keys. We did background vocals for one, so you'll see us in all white. So you'll know that's my page, or you'll see me in some cartoon picture or something. Just like those pages. Thank you. Thank y'all so much. Change the world. Also, I came up with the concept of the cover, but there's a young man named Jonathan Johnson who is amazing at graphic design. He's in I want to say Kentucky, Louisville, Kentucky. Y'all find him. Also, he got a new single out too. B Chase got a new single out. Dexter Walker got a new single out. Isaac Brown Nam is finna put something out of Florida. So y'all go support all these people, okay? Don't just stream it, buy it, and then stream it.
that's
Buy
it.
it and then stream it.
Do you know what I'm gonna let you go? Do you know that everything that's playing on my station is also I buy it first? So before I will upload it, it'll come here, and before I download, the other day I spent $20 because I downloaded 20 songs onto the platform. Reason being is I want to be able to, if I'm traveling, sometimes the internet may not work where I'm at, but I can always go to my playlist.
You
Support
right. You
choirs.
right about it.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes
right.
the internet
Then
doesn't work. Support
we
choirs. Danielle, we love you, Danielle. We know you listening in rehearsal, and thank you for being my number one fighter. You still continue to
Danielle's great.
trust me.
Choir is great. We had an awesome time at Choir Fest. Love Florida. Me and the choir be in Florida 4 5 times a year. Cause you go where you celebrate it. Don't go. Don't even worry about the hate. If you in your hometown, they especially ain't gonna like you too much. You got to get out. I call it come outside. You got to come outside. Get outside your city. Get outside your state, and go where the people celebrate you.
Yeah, you know, I'm being honored all over the world. I be honored all over. I'll be in Georgia to if you're available, if you have nothing to do, the Spin Awards is one of the best awards that I love to go to because I've met so many people there. That's where all the radio announcers is at. I met Big Ben there a couple years back at the
And you
Spin
know what? I won
Awards.
the Spin Award, and they ain't never been.
You need to make your way to
I,
Atlanta.
yeah, our station won a Spin Award. I think in 2021 for major. I can't remember 21. I got to go look at my award. I'm gonna
Yep.
go. When
So
is
it's October the 14th. And yes, I am adult woman in radio. And 1 year, I'm not even listen, no lie. I'm at the Spin Awards. I had a malfunction with my dress, so I had to put on another dress. And I'm sitting there, and I'm sitting in the lobby, and I said, I don't want to sit in there because my dress is too short. I'm real churchy. I wear slips here. I said, well, my dress is too short, and I don't like the way the seats are. So she
it?
snatched the tablecloth off the table and handed it to me. And I was like, I could just sit out here and watch it in the lobby. You know, she was like, no, I need you to go inside. I need everybody inside. And I'm sitting there with this tablecloth wrapped around me because the seats are like this. And I have this short dress on. And I'm sitting there and I'm really not paying attention like always. And they were saying this stuff on the stage and flashing these pictures of Florida. And here's me being petty. Who do all that in Florida? Wait.
You was
And they
ready to
was like,
shade.
well, I was like, who be doing all that? You know, I'm doing all this. I'm like, I know. And they were talking about this, and then when they flashed my picture, I didn't know what to do. So I was the one to receive the first woman to receive the Everett Drake Award at the Spin Awards. I'm the first woman. I don't know, how much longer I'm gonna be the only woman, but I'm the first woman to receive the Everett Drake Award at the Spin Awards. And trust me, I went up there to do a speech. He was like, "Can you see Will?" And I took the award and walked off. He was like, "No, you gotta say a speech." I was like, "I don't know what to say." So the Spin Awards have been one of my favorite awards before I received that. I have always promoted them because I learned so much there. I tell artists all the time the problem I have with the Spin Awards, there's 200 radio announcers and no artists. None. You only ones that are there because they're performing. They're either performing Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. So that's why they're there. They're not there to say, let me walk in this room and let me go meet Liz Black, or let me go meet Henry Harris, or let me go meet Ty Scott. They're not there. There's no artists there to network with the people. Because what happens is if you go and you meet the radio, Amber Shaw. So now Amber Shaw put a face with, say, VJ McCoy. So now she see VJ McCoy come through her email. Oh, I know VJ. So she'll put you on faster than she may someone she doesn't know. You get what I'm saying? But even though
Hmm.
Big Ben, everybody knows Big Ben. So when we send music, they'll take our music because they know us. But to have a face with the music is so awesome. Then on top of that, she may call you in faster, or you may have someone call you in more faster for an interview because they met you. And they set up interviews on the spot. They're like, hey, here's my calendar. Can you get on here, here, and here? So artists, if you're listening, try to get. I'm not telling you what award show to go to. Go to mine though. Get to the Spin Awards in Atlanta on the 14th. I think it's like 13, 14, and 15, something like that. And you can walk the red carpet, meet all the radio announcers, do interviews. And it's really, really good. It's really I go to Spin Awards if I don't go nowhere else. If I don't travel to nothing else throughout the year, I'm going to the spin. Whether I got to be in a wheelchair, a walker, or stretching, I'm gonna be at the spin, giving my business card out, some candy, and hanging out. Anyway, that's my spiel about the spin. Again, I met Big Ben there, and there's so many others. And I would love to see you this year if you can make it over to Atlanta.
I
Really
definitely
appreciate
will put it on my calendar. Hopefully I don't get no engagements. I don't have nothing right at the moment. Wait a minute. You know what? I usually have something at Governor State University, but I haven't heard from them this year. So if they don't do it, we'll be there. I'll be there.
it. Okay, and that would be good because you'll be able to meet so many artists. And I'm telling you, hip hop artists. Let me just tell y'all something. Y'all crazy. Y'all need to be there because all of the majors in hip hop are there. Like you have all the majors in hip hop that you know, I forgot his name, but he has like a salt and pepper and all that. He has his own um I forgot the guy. Oh my god, why I just drew a blank.
Jay.
However, not Jay, he has his own seasoning. He has a radio
Oh, I know you're
station.
talking about.
He has a radio, he has a radio, 25 radio stations of nothing but hip hop. 25 hip hop radio stations in California. 25. Nothing but plays but hip hop. And when he leaves there, before he leaves, he has his assistant that sits to a table. MC Nice. MC Nice. He adds music when he's there, like I add music too, but for hip hop, he adds music, and he's always looking for someone new as far as music. So
Well,
listen,
I'm in that weird space because I'm singing rock and roll and rapping. One radio station owner, Andre, he said you need to, Andre, from the Godfather. He said you should have rapped some more.
you should have rapped some more. And here it is. He's actually there every year, and it's like him and his wife is there every year. And they salute him. And this year they have some great people doing the classes. So
I was
um
scared. That was my first time rapping. I literally rapped that on the spot in the studio. I told him, I said, I feel like I should do this because it's different, and and I freestyled that.
yeah. And you did good. Now you did, like I'm gonna say this again, you did a mashup. That mashup was really, really good. You did country, rock, everything. So that I'm gonna say this me, and I listen to a lot of music on a daily. I've never heard the components of rap, hip hop, country, got everything in components. So you have your hit. Listen, I'm gonna get off here because I gotta go. I gotta do some work. I want to thank you
Thank you
again.
so much. I sent you a chat too, so if you saw it in the chat, amen.
Yes. So okay, we'll do. I got you. I got
All
you.
right, y'all.
I got you.
Look,
Good
don't
night.
look. I got my hair's a fool. I'm about the lady that braid my hair. She's an African. She going back to Africa. That's why I got this hat and hoodie on. So don't be going saying VJ was trying to be a thug. Nah, I didn't want y'all because people will screenshot me with some toe up braids and I'll be the laughing stock. So we gonna keep this hat on.
Yeah, I told VJ, I said, VJ, you ain't gotta do all that. He said I do, but all right, we going. So listen, I gotta get up out of here and I gotta play these sponsors before I go. So I'll let y'all again, don't forget to download, stream, and follow VJ on all socials. Follow Big Ben as well because he is his servicer and his management team, and we appreciate you. I gotta go, sir. I'm gonna holler at you later, and you
All
have a
right, later.
love you. Listen, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Real quick, so listen, y'all already know that this week's show, everything that I did this week is brought to you by Jesus in the Trenches. So I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit about Jesus in the Trenches.
I am Gregory Warren McLeod Jr., the owner and designer of Jesus in the Trenches.
Yeah, this here, some of my people that they say downtrodden. In God we are winners. Everything's gonna be alright. Believe me, God got us. So if you see somebody, tell somebody God loves you. Come on. But one thing I know, how could I not talk about the greatest man?
Jesus in the Trenches derives from my personal testimony of where God delivered me from. When I say trenches, the trenches is the rough places in my life where He's brought me from and delivered me from. When it comes to addiction, affliction, is just, a personal testimony. I battled my struggles with
So listen, I need you guys to do me a favor. If you're looking to make travel your business and you love to travel, contact Joe Riley. Joe Riley, that's he the quartet man, but he also sell packages in um, travel. So if you're looking to travel, contact Joe Riley. But listen, I'm gonna let him tell you because he do it a lot better than I do. Hold on.
If we could show you how to save money on your travel, would that make sense to you? If we could show you how to supplement your income without getting a second or third job, would that make sense to you? If you said yes to any of these questions, become an independent travel agent with Intel Travel and start your home-based business today and turn your dreams into a reality. Call us for more information, 754-267-9329. For your next travel plans, visit our website at josephriley.inteltravel.com/booktravel.cfm.
Again, that is Joseph Riley, Intel Travel. If you're looking for travel or if you're looking to become a travel agent, please contact him. You see the number 754-267-9. The numbers are small. Sorry about that. But listen, if you're looking to become a sponsor of our show, if you're looking to advertise with us on the radio show, the platform, or on any of our social sites, just contact me in my inbox, and I'll be more than happy to make you a proud sponsor of my show. If y'all want to buy me a cup of coffee, just inbox me and I'll give y'all my cash out. If y'all want to buy me a cup of coffee tomorrow, just inbox me and I'll give y'all my cash app. I don't put my cash app out here no more because hackers be trying to get it. So listen, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I appreciate y'all. I know I went over an hour, but me and DJ get together and it becomes squall talk. We just go to talking. So again, I want to thank each and everybody for tuning in. You guys have been great. I love y'all. And with that being said, I got to get out of here.
Nothing but an open platform.